Yeah, what's up guys, it's Brandon, back with another video. So for today's video, I wanted to do a kind of like a spotlight thing for Julie. I know a lot of people have her. I'm pretty sure most people know that she is pretty good monster, pretty good nat 4. But I figured do some testing with her. I was gonna strip off some runes from some of my more used nukers to give her some high crit damage and attack. But I mean, I figure if I keep a rune set like this on her, it's something a lot of people are going to be able to achieve because these are runes that, they're decent runes, don't get me wrong. But I mean, they're runes I just had laying around. So I figured a lot more people would be able to achieve these stats, even, I think, somewhat early on as well. Mine is on Swift Destroy. I would like her on Despair. Well, I had her on Despair before for her third skill. Um, It is in AoE as well as a multi-hit, so the chances of getting a stun off are pretty good on it. Unfortunately, Despair-wise, I couldn't really give her good enough stats, so I figured Swift, at least give her a little bit more speed as well for, really good for like the SDs. TOA to an extent. I mean, Lucians are still better, definitely, to speed clear it, but this is for, I guess, maybe more early on in the game, maybe mid game even, you can still use her. So yeah, her stats, 2500 attack, 143 crit damage, so nothing insane, and 156 speed, which is decent. So we can do some testing with her in Paimon, of course. Do the boss. Okay, I was leveling up some fodder there. I am gonna run her with QB because her crit rate is kind of low. So I want to guarantee that she actually does get the crits. Because with QB it'll be 100%. Yeah, so I have to pull Sue out of storage because I don't really use her. She was a 6-star I made kind of early on and I kind of regret it actually. I think she can be decent, but I don't want to give her the runes, and I could give it to a lot of other things that I actually use quite a bit. And let's go Galleon as well. Yeah. Galleon is where? Oh, come on. Okay, so I'm not sure what kind of damage she does like this. The build I had her on previously, she had a lot more crit damage. Attack was roughly the same. So I'm not sure what she's gonna do here. She is also gonna have the elemental advantage on these, so you gotta only against other fire units she will do exactly this with stats similar to this. So AoE wise, let's see what she does. So it hits up to 6 times. It did about 9, a little over 9k. I think a couple of them hit a little under 8k. So 9 times 6, that's like 54,000. If it does a little over, and that's AoE, so I mean, of course it is running an attack lead and using Galleon to buff and get the defense break as well as the why did I do that? As well as the defense break. I mean, elemental advantage. But I mean, it's pretty decent considering the fact that her stats aren't that high. So I mean, if you could get her like 200 crit damage, even with the same amount of attack, definitely you could see some pretty high numbers. I don't know what kind of difference it would be, like what per crit damage is gonna, let me just do this, how much that's gonna change. But I mean, it's pretty decent, I think. Okay, so let's do that, especially because of the fact it's AoE. But I mean, let's see what her, oh, I didn't go through the box this time. See what her third skill does, I mean second skill, as well as her first. So let's give her the shout. So the second skill also has a chance to freeze, which is pretty nice. Definitely you can use this in a lot of situations. So let's try it on the strongest one. So 40k, decent, definitely considering again her stats aren't that high. Should be pretty easy to get her up to 50, probably even 60k, I would say. Let's see what her first skill does. Come on. So let's see. This one, I believe, yeah, it's a multi-hit. It hits twice. And the good thing about this skill also is each hit has a 50% chance to remove a beneficial effect. So I mean, it doesn't necessarily work. You put two together, it's 100%, but it's a pretty good chance. So 13, 13, roughly 13.5, so like 27,000 on that one. So I mean, she definitely can output a good amount of damage. Of course, this is with running suit, an extra 25% attack lead. But let's just say you had more attack rune-wise, and then you were still able to run her with Galleon. Let me try the boss out. Galleon, and I mean that's all you need because QB buffs crit and attack, but it's not gonna stack. So definitely you could make up for it, maybe just by having higher crit damage, which definitely could be easy to do. Throw her on a rage set instead. So I mean, I may, on free rune removal, I may actually try to put her on something where she gets like 220, if I can go higher, like maybe like 240 crit damage. Because I'm pretty interested to see what kind of numbers she can actually do, because let's try this again. These are armored units, so this is probably more reliable. Yeah, so about 7,400. What is it? Up to 6 hits. So roughly about 45,000, which I mean is still good considering it's AOE. Let's say it's just 7,000. 6 hits is gonna be 42,000 damage. So I mean, considering it is in AOE attack, definitely pretty good. I mean, it is hard to set up such situations for her to actually be able to hit, you know, get off her attack, have the defense break, have her buff. But I mean, I'm actually pretty interested now to build her up, maybe mess around with her in arena. But mine isn't max skilled, which is another thing it kind of sucks. I haven't really pulled many of the, what is she, a Pierret? I don't know how you say it, to be honest. Pierre. So 9, almost 10 per hit, so like 19, a little over 19,000. And then let's try out her second skill on these things. Okay, that didn't work. So on this one,
bruh,
12, almost 13. Did it not crit, or was that? I'll have to look back when go to edit this video. Seems like it should have been more than that. I mean, okay, so let's try this again. Oh my god. Yeah, let's just do this. It is 2-turn crit buff. Let's see what our first skill does. Not much. What die? Oh, soon. Okay. Please get the attack break. Okay, thank you. Let's just attack by back. So let's see what. Yeah, I guess let's see what it does on a single target like this. So yeah, about the same. It looked like it was around 7,200 to 7,400, give or take a few dozen. So I mean, definitely some pretty nice damage. Again, like 45,000 maybe, roughly. And if you do end up hitting all on one unit, like there's no elemental advantage there. Those units are kind of armored or whatever. So it's more, I would say it's more similar to what you're gonna see in arena and things like that. So I mean, 45,000 on one unit, a lot of things aren't gonna be able to survive that. I want to see if I can find a comp where I can actually use her and she won't die, or it won't mess me up. I mean, if I don't get outsped here, which I might, okay, but, oh my god, I took out the wrong thing. Let's try this. The issue here is her crit rate again. This may not work out, but can go with Isamali, right? If it fails, whatever. I just want to actually test it out, that's why in arena. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so we do outspeed. Hopefully this lands. The issue here is she may get cut. Okay, she doesn't. So let's see what she does here. Hopefully we can wipe this Orion. Hopefully, well, we gotta see if we crit. So I mean, pretty good. Let me just do this. So yeah, I mean, she's definitely usable in arena. It's just against. Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say against like Nemesis runes or something like Ragdoll. Well, maybe Ragdoll, because each time I think Ragdoll gets crit, it boosts his attack bar or everyone's attack bar. So maybe, unless it's gonna kill for sure, that might not be a good idea. But I mean, Nemesis goes off of damage. So I mean, but something she could be good against is a unit like Leica, where you can't one-shot it. It has to be at least 3 hits. So I mean, in that case, she could definitely be good. Let's go another idea. Okay, so let's try this one. It should work. We may get cut though. Fuck it, let's do it. So yeah, I mean, I would like to utilize her a lot more in arena. I actually haven't been using mine much. I just gave her runes because I have a lot of runes laying around. Some of them are actually pretty decent. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so you see Leica is gone. Praha gets the heal off though. But I mean, I think this should be fine. It goes after Julie. Okay, yeah, Julie's gonna die. But I mean, let's see. Okay, Praha's gonna change strip, right? Forgot how slow my Kisama was. Okay, let's kill Barrow. So yeah, I mean, if you wanna set up kind of a team similar to this, where you get turn 1, try to get turn 1, and then you just try to nuke everything, and you don't actually have really much units, or you don't think you have the units at all for it. You do have Julie. I definitely feel I would recommend building her. Good for can be good for arena, good for guild battles, good for SDs and things like that. Can definitely be a climb on farmer if it's the first nat 4 you actually pull. I definitely like her more than Lapis. Lapis, of course, you get for free, but in terms of usability and whatever, I would definitely choose Julie instead. The freeze is nice to have. The first skill, having a chance to strip a beneficial effect, is also really nice to have. Another unit that is somewhat similar, but I haven't 6-starred, and it definitely doesn't have runes on, so I can't. Okay, it's not even in my storage. But I want a 6-star soon, and then do a test, maybe a comparison, a side-by-side comparison, because they're both, well, somewhat similar. Is Soha. The third is an AoE as well. But the thing that makes Soha so good, considering she's a nat 4, and you know, probably a lot of people do get her, maybe early on. Took me a long time to get mine, that's why I never 6-starred it. Is her third skill is an AoE. It's an attack, but it's also an AoE strip. So I mean, if you don't have a stripper, she is definitely very good, because having a stripper can make all the difference between winning, losing, not choosing to go up against a comp because you're not unsure if they have will runes or whatever it is. Definitely always good to have a stripper, especially in AoE 1, as well as she can do pretty good damage. Also, the second skill, I don't know how many hits it is. It's a multi-hit though, and depending on how much damage you do, you heal up that much. And if you already are at max HP, then you'll gain a shield equivalent to, I don't know how it scales or whatever, but you'll gain a shield instead. So it's nice to have. Gives her some self-sustain. And then this attack is another multi-hit, and you have a chance to freeze. So I mean, they kind of have similar skill sets. Of course, she has an AoE strip. Julie has only a single target strip, but I mean, somewhat similar. They both have AoEs and then both have a chance to freeze. So I mean, they're both really good units. If I had to choose between one of the two, I would definitely go with Soha, simply because she has that AoE strip. For me, that definitely sells her to me instead of Julie. I don't know what the hell I'm trying to say. I messed up my wording there. So, but I think you guys understand what I meant by that. So yeah, definitely I highly recommend Julie and Soha if you have either one of them. Really good water units, definitely. So yeah, I mean, that'll be it for this video. Hopefully you guys found it interesting, or at least somewhat educational, I guess I would say. That sounded stupid, but yeah, let me know if you guys want to see stuff like this in the future. Any monsters that you have in mind. If it's a monster that I don't have, I can most likely find someone that does have it, either as their rep, or if not, maybe they'll let me go onto their account for the video. But yeah, definitely definitely want to try to do more things like this, kind of, I guess, give you guys a look, maybe for, like, this would be more for newer players, of course, but I mean, I can also do, I guess, whatever unit really, maybe something you guys don't use, that you have, that maybe you're thinking of using but you're not too sure about it, or where you'd use it, you know, stuff like that. So before I keep rambling on about that, yeah, just let me know if you want to see any monster, or whichever monster, whatever it is. Leave a comment, like the video if you enjoyed it. You don't have to like it, and then be subscribed, and I'll be doing a giveaway again soon. Probably this weekend I'll start the contest, or maybe this week sometime. So yeah, just be ready for that. And if you're not subscribed to my Twitch, now's a good time to do so. Usually stream every night. I try to. I may miss sometimes, but I'm usually pretty good about it. And on the weekends, maybe we'll do a morning stream and a night stream. Sundays usually I do that. So yeah, follow me there, and I may be doing some summons for people. So if you happen to want me to do that, leave a comment below, and I'll give you I'll just put my email address in the link. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. As always, I appreciate all the support. Definitely enjoy doing this for you guys, streaming and everything. I definitely enjoy it. So yeah, thank you for the support, and I will see you guys on the next stream or the next video. Have a good night. Bye.